The year is running like we are in a marathon. The days are running. We are almost done, and then very soon we'll enter 2022. Before we enter 2022, there are so many things that you will learn that will help you to enter 2022. I pray that the Creator will guide each and every one of you as you are learning in this class. Whatever that you desire or whatever that you are looking for, it shall come to pass as a result of what you are learning from the classroom. This is the Click Telegram class. Most of you always complain that you always teach in Ghanaian language. We don't understand the Ghanaian language. So if you can teach in English for us to benefit as well. Yes, I always listen to you, the viewers, you, the students, as to whatever you say. If it falls within my means to assist, I always try to do it so that you can benefit from it as well. There are so many topics that I've treated in the Ghanaian language, which people always ask me. So, what you've treated or the presentation you did, where can we get some of these items to buy? I always say that the best oils come from the Middle East. Okay, so if you are into spiritual practice and you need best oil for your spiritual needs, you can contact, if you have any contact in the Middle East, you can contact them and they will give you the best of the best in the Middle East. Okay, oil, as when it comes to spiritual oils, and these oils will go a long way to help you. Now, I've ordered for such oils. I have them here in Ghana, and then we have them in London as well. If you call Healing Hands Hat in UK, or even if you are in Europe, you don't need to call all the way in Ghana to get it. Call Healing Hands Hat in UK. Their number is on the screen. If you call them and you tell them, just give them whatever you need it for, because based on what you are going to use it for and the kind of oil that will be given to you. Okay, for instance, if you need protection, if you want to drive away bad energies in your home, what I will prescribe for you is lavender oil. Okay, this lavender oil, you can burn it as a burning fusion. Okay, a burning fusion, or you can apply it in so many forms to drive away these bad energies from your home. Okay, so based on what you tell them, or when you call, based on what you tell is what you will get. Okay, and it will get rid of whatever spiritual issues that you are going through. Aside that, any product of Power Life Herbal Center, which you know is doing so many, is changing lives of so many people in the world. Talk of the Power Life Bitters, which is very powerful. It does a whole lot of things. If you have pains all over, if you are having diarrhea and other things, if you take it, it will go a long way to help you. If you go to the site of Healing Hands, you get whatever each and every product that I have here does. They have the spiritual soap, they have the spiritual pomade, and all these, whilst they are helping you spiritually, they help with physical rashes as well. So you can get it. And then we have the Afro Grow, and then the hair growth. The Afro Grow is for those who are having the natural hair, and then the hair grow is for those who have the hair. They have added chemicals to make it grow in excess. That is also good for them as well. So if you call them any of these products, you can get it as well. So this is how the oil comes, or the oil looks like. You see, it comes in a box. Okay, it comes in a box like this. So it's in. So this has been amplified. Okay, it's not just one particular plant. It's it could be maybe rose oil, and then maybe mugwort oil, okay, extracted to give you. So whatever rose will give you and mugwort combines, and then it amplifies it, and it does it for you rapidly. So this is how it looks like. You can get yours. And for those who are always I remember today the secretary called me and told me someone is waiting for me, and I told her that, can you tell her to come on Saturday? I'm free, I can make time and then meet her on Saturday. And she said, no, I need to see you, please. Those who want to meet me, okay, I'm working around the clock so that I can meet you on Saturday. So if you want to meet me, call the office line, and then let's meet on Saturday. Based on whatever you tell me, and then how I'll be able to assist you as a student. Okay, I'll be able to assist you as a student. So that is it for now. Last week I remember we treated alligator pepper, the physical aspect and then the spiritual. And then I told you, for those of you, if you know you've done abortion, or by any means you happens to have any hands in the death of someone as a result of maybe you fighting over a position and other things, whether you did it spiritually or physically, today's lectures is for you. So you need to stay tuned and then join and follow whatever we'll be doing today. Today we didn't spend much time because tomorrow I have a Telegram class in the afternoon, so I need to do it in a short lectures for you, okay, in a point form, so that you can expand it on your own whilst you go over the video. What you don't understand, if you put it across in a classroom, I will be glad to help you understand it more. I did mention last week about we having so many goals, okay, and then how you introduce yourself to this alligator pepper before you bury the alligator pepper pod, before you bury it, and then so on. I did mention all that, and then how you when we say cleansing, we have so many types of cleansing. We have the sea salt cleansing, we have the moon cleansing, we have the sun cleansing. We have so many types of cleansing, and then there's another one that is very powerful, that when you do, it helps you a lot. That is the alligator pepper cleansing, whereby depending on the deepness of whatever you've done and the number of alligator pepper that you use. I didn't mention it last week, so if you don't understand that part, or if today is your first time, you can go back to last week lectures and then listen to how you will do all these formulas, or you use these formulas to cleanse yourself from any negativity or things that has attached itself due to your body being a biomagnetism field or energy that is in you, that attracts this negativity from all angles. Some we get it through sexual intercourse, and some too we get it through evil eyes and evil mouth or evil hands as we move in our daily endeavors. So if you use these alligator pepper for such cleansing, it will cleanse you from such negativity, and you'll be free. And the next one that we are going to look at is when maybe by any means you are involved in a blood or the death of someone, and remember, out of dust we came from, and out of dust we will return. Okay, so the body will go back to the dust, and then the soul, which is the spirit, will cross over, will enter the portal that will open to the spiritual side. Now when the soul crosses over, because the timing of the soul, the timing of the death was not accurate, or is not on point, it cannot have access to move ahead to the spiritual side, whereby reincarnation can happen. So what happens is they can be trapped between the physical and then the spiritual. Between that line, they can be trapped between that line, and they can't cross. And what happens is they will keep on crying. Okay, it's like you having a case and you take your case to court. At times, you can certain cases can take over a century, and they will still be going to court. Or a generation will come, and then they will still be going until finally one day a judgment will be passed, and then you stop going to court. So as you are involved in the or the death of such a person, or maybe you were young by then, you had a baby, and then you thought you were pregnant, and as the baby was forming, you thought if you have this baby, it's going to be a burden on you because you are in school. So the only option was to get rid of it, abortion, and now it's really fighting against you. You can't even bear children, so you think, what is happening to me? Am I going to be barren for life? When you go to the hospital, they tell you your womb is intact, but you cannot bear children. It's the blood of that innocent baby that is crying for you, and this does not go for you alone. If you did abortion without telling the man, then the man is free. But if the man is part of it, he also needs to do what I'm about to teach you today. It will go a long way to help you. I remember there's this man of God, okay, who knows these spiritual things. I was young by then. I think I was 13 years by then, and he did it for his church members. And now if you talk about one of the best worthiest church in the world, you will not omit them. Okay, he did it so many years ago, and as a result, they had the benefit of getting away from any negative energies that will be a blockage to them, and now they are prospering, and anybody who goes in there prosper as well. Okay, and I remember the same steps was done, and then I witnessed, and I was like, oh wow, this is wonderful. This is what you do. Wake up, or when the sun is fully awaked, between exactly 3 o'clock, come out from your room, and let the sun throw away your shadow on the ground. Okay, let the sun throw away your shadow on the ground. Whilst your shadow is on the ground, where your shadow lies, okay, just bend and then take a little bit sun from that side. The time is 3 p.m. It doesn't matter the day. It's not you have to do it on the day you were born. No. Just wake up. Just come out at 3 p.m. But you have to make sure where you are going to do this is very clean. It's very clean. Why? Because you are using it for bath, so it has to be a clean place. So if what you have is not a clean environment, I would advise that you go closer to a very clean environment, so that exactly 3 o'clock you do it within that 3 p.m. between the 3 p.m. and then the 4. When it's 4, you can't do it. It has to be within that 3 p.m. So when you burn and then take a little bit of the sun, put it in a jug. Okay, when I say a jug, like a breakable glass that has a cover, and cover it. Now this is what you do. Either you get these things, palm oil. If you can get palm oil, you can use palm oil. If you can afford olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, yes, go ahead and do it. And I remember talking about palm oil. This man did it for the members, and as a then he was not financially sound to afford virgin or olive oil for such purpose. So what happened was he resorted in palm oil over was in abundance. So the only thing he could do or he could afford was to buy the palm oil. And the timing that you do this, when you get there, I'll give you that story, and then you understand how people got the perception and how people portrayed him to be. Okay, some of these good formulas, based on how you do it, at times when people don't understand it, they may portray you to be a very bad person, but you may be teaching them or doing the right thing for them, but due to the doctrine that they've been listening to, can go a long way to affect them. So listen to these lectures very well, and it will go a long way to help you. So whilst you are burning, then you have your sun, you collected it at 3 p.m. in the jug, and you have it. What you do is just place it at a very clean place, dry, clean place in your room or in your hall, wherever you can place it. Just leave it there. Make sure where you are leaving it has no foul smell. So if your room has a foul smell, please, you can get any incense that is very good, okay, rose incense or any other, or you can get any of these oils that we have here, and then burn it or use it in a room to change the atmosphere. Okay, change the atmosphere, give it a very sweet fragrance, aroma. Just use it so that when you place the sun in a jug in the room, it will be the energy that you took from that shadow will still be intact. Other than that, if it has a foul smell, the energy will leave the jug, and then when you have the sun and use it for the formula, it will be useless. So make sure the place is neat. Now leave it, and then you go about with your daily your normal day activities, but please be careful during this time of you going to have this formula into action. Please stay away from sexual intercourse, okay, and don't have negative mindsets whilst you are going to do this. Just go straight, and then be free. Get rid. If you are having issues with others and stuff, it's best whilst you want to have your spiritual breakthrough, you have to get rid of it from your mind, so that you can have access to all these goodies that lies in nature. Now wake up at 12 midnight, exactly 12 midnight, and remember it's going to be between 12 midnight to 3 a.m. so 00 a.m. to 3 a.m. okay, these are the hours that you are going to do. And normally, if you can do it when the sun is during the full's the moon is in full, or the moon is full, it will go a long way to help you. So during full moon, you can wake up at 12 midnight when everywhere is brightened and those crystal stones are sparkling and other things. Wake up, and then please, what you do is, remember you already have your ingredients for this purpose. Okay, so what you do is just get your sand. Okay, get your sand, and then you get your, if you can't afford the oil, the olive oil or the extra virgin olive oil, you can use palm oil as well, and it also works as very, very well. You can use palm oil. What you do is get a new bucket. You get a new bucket, and then you fetch 1 gallon of water. Okay, if it's so cold for you, you can make it warm, and then you pour it in the bucket, and then you put in your sun, the one that you took from during the day from your shadow. You took it from your shadow. You put it in the water as well, either your palm oil or your extra virgin or your olive oil. Pour it in as well and stir it till it mixes with the sun and then the water. Okay, it mixes with it. Now you can go into your bathroom if you have a jacuzzi. Now due to modernization, we don't have that open bathroom that we used to have about maybe 3 decades ago. 3 decades ago in Africa, open bathrooms were very common, but due to modernization, most of such bath places, before you can see them, unless you go to the villages, very remote villages, before you can see such. So you don't necessarily have to be outside. You don't have to do it outside. That one could be very dangerous for you as well, due to maybe people, maybe the house is not walled and you are doing such, what people might think of you, and then maybe you can be attacked as well. So go to your bathroom. If it's a jacuzzi, if it's normal, just go there and then wash yourself with the soil that you took, with the water, and then the palm oil, okay, that you took. And remember, the burying of the alligator pepper is done at 3 p.m. okay, the burying of the alligator pepper is done at 3 p.m. So if you want to achieve that goal of your alligator pepper being very, very active when the 21 days exceeds or is due, what you can do is, during the burying of the alligator pepper, you can take the sand from the one that you are using to cover the alligator pepper. During that time, you can take it from there, okay. As the alligator pepper is down there, you can take it from there down there. But if you can't bury it, just do as I'm giving you. Get your sand at 3 p.m, your new bucket, your palm oil or your other oil, your sand, water, and then at 12 midnight wake up. Normally when the moon is full moon helps, but if you don't have full moon, you can still wake up at any time at 12 midnight and then do this, and it will go a long way to help you. So as you've done this, you are going to be a little bit sandy because of the quantity of sand in the water. So what you can do is, please, in order not to feel sandy, okay, what you will do is just get the fresh water, okay, somewhere, or your normal shower that you use. After you have gone through that formula, you can use fresh water to clean yourself, or sponge and soap to wash, so that you don't feel salty. Now when you do this, okay, remember the body itself, it's soil, okay. The body was created from soil. So as you are doing this, whatever blood that is crying for you within the soil, you give them that freedom, or you are keeping them in a cage without knowing. So as they are in a cage and you are also doing your own thing. So for instance, if I have a dog in a cage in the studio here and I'm here giving you presentation, the dog will be distracting me. There's no way I can give you this presentation smoothly, okay. So what I can do is to just release the dog to go out there to play whilst I give you the presentation. So whilst you've done this, this is what happens automatically. That blood that is stuck between the physical and then the spiritual realm, okay, automatically moves to the spiritual side, where it joins the queue of reincarnation, okay. It joins the queue of reincarnation. And once this happens to you, a lot of things comes in your way. A lot of things comes in your way. Any negative energies that you might have been experiencing and other things now will depart from you. It will depart from you, and this is how you are going to know if it has departed from you. Remember when we did the cleansing with the 1 seed or the 3 seeds of the alligator pepper? After you have done that, it takes away those negative energies. How does it take away these negative energies? When you deposit those seedlings or those seeds of the alligator pepper, as soon as it touches the ground, it becomes very active. For instance, a stick of matches, and then the source that when you light it, it sparks the matches for you. When you have these two coming together, okay, as soon as the stick gets closer to that rough surface, it lights, and then the fire starts flaming. So what you can do is just deposit it on a soil, okay, on a soil, not on a cemented place. No, it will not work. On the soil, once it gets in the seed gets in contact with the soil, it activates and then gives you that cleansing that you need. So whilst it's over there, you have to make sure that it's a place where women don't normally go there. Okay, women don't normally they don't use that route often. So if you live in an environment like an urban area where it's going to be very difficult for you to dispose these seeds which you use from your toe to your hair, okay, as a way of cleaning yourself from any negative energy which you might have contracted or attracted during sexual intercourse or during childbirth and other things, you can maybe go ahead to a little bit off town and then deposit it in the bush, and it will work for you as well. Or if you have a place within the house where women don't normally go there, you can deposit it there, and once it gets in contact with the soil, it becomes very active. It's the same thing with the soil as well. Remember, the burying of the alligator pepper is done at 3 p.m. okay, between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. that is when it is done, and it is the same period that you pick this sun from the shadow. Okay, it is the same period that you pick this sun from the shadow. So it tells you the energy force between that 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. is very, very intense. So when you pick it and then you add it to that 12 midnight to 3 a.m., it amplifies, and then once the soil touches your body and you have the palm oil, okay, or the oil in addition with the water coming together, okay, it breaks or it creates avenue for this blood that are crying for you from Mother Earth. It breaks them from the cage, from that bondage that you have put them in, so they are able to live where they are and cross over to the land of the dead or the other side. Let me drink a glass of water. When I come back, I will explain more of the benefits of making peace with the Mother Earth, how it can help you. I'll be right back.
Disciple, the host of Spiritual
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire, messages that forge brighter connections, and emails that get the job done, you need to think about more than just grammar and spelling. This sentence is grammatically correct.
We were living, I was telling you about some of the benefits when you do this, making peace with Mother Earth. It goes a long way to help you. You cannot do this without alligator pepper, please. You cannot do this without alligator pepper. Whilst you are doing this, okay, it paves way for whatever blood that is crying for you to, to make peace with that blood. So if you're a lady and you've one way or the other, you've gotten rid of a forming baby, or if you're a man and you give out money for such purpose, or whatever means, if by cursing someone is dead because of you and other things, that blood will be crying for you. If you're a driver and by your reckless driving, you've gotten people, dead as a result of accidents and other things, you knock down people and they will not be able to cross because it's not their time. They will be stuck between that physical and then the spiritual boundary. They cannot move to the spiritual realm to join the queue for reincarnation, and they are going to be stuck there for quite some time. And I don't think if it's you'll be happy, because when your time is due, because their blood is still crying for you, when you get there, they will heckle you. It's like meeting someone who owes you. You see how at times you approach them based on the monetary aspect as well. So you can imagine you getting someone stuck at a place for over 3 decades or 5 decades. It will go a long way to affect you. Okay, it will go a long way to affect you. So you yourself also moving to the other side, the land of the spirit, to join the queue to reincarnation, will be very difficult for you as well. So if you are home and you know you fall victim to this, please just get out, get your alligator pepper pot, and then get a dry place, bury it at 3 p.m. and whilst you are burying it, just get down and then take some sand from that place. Okay, when you take sand from there, it will go a long way to help you. This sand is what you use for the making. This is the sand we use with making peace with Mother Earth. Okay, without the sand, you cannot make peace with Mother Earth. The sand is the major ingredients in this making peace with Mother Earth. Okay, so you need it. Once it gets in touch with your body, it gives you that level of peacefulness. Okay, within you feel that self serene among around yourself, and then wherever how do you call it, blood that is crying for you will depart from you, or will not be crying for you anymore, and you'll be free from it. So if those of you who have done it in the class will testify with me that after doing it, you feel so relieved. Some of the things that you were having difficulties in doing have become very easy for you to do now. Why? Because you have made peace with Mother Earth, and it is opening doors for you. Okay, it is opening doors for you, and all this can be done when you have the alligator pepper. It can go a long way to help you. Remember, once you have used your alligator pepper that you buried, the storage is very, very important. The storage, how you store it. Remember, you buried it because you want to use it for spiritual purpose. Okay, you want to use it for spiritual purpose. So how you store it is very, very important. Get a jug. Don't use ceramic to store your alligator pepper, else the ceramic was made out of soil, so the soil will extract the energy that lies within the alligator pepper. Okay, so once you have your alligator pepper, after 21 days, remember I showed you last week how you will split it open in a breakable plate, and then you pour it in the jar, and then you cover it, then put it at a very nice place whereby if you need a certain number of it for certain formulas, it will be much easier for you to do it. Now the lectures I gave you last week, that of the alligator pepper is getting rid of energies around you. Now if you can do what I've given you, if you can make peace with Mother Earth before you start from the toe to your hair and then go anti-clockwise for 4 times, it will go a long way to help you. Okay, it will go a long way to help you. Why? Because you will be using the activated alligator pepper for that purpose. Okay, but if you can't, if you feel you don't fall victim to, or you are not at fault to make peace with Mother Earth, please, you don't need to do anything. Just go ahead and bury it. You don't need to do this making peace with Mother Earth. This goes with anybody who by any means has his or clothes stained with blood, and that blood keeps on calling for them or for justice from Mother Earth. Okay, keeps on calling for them from Mother Earth. So you need to be careful. So the storage of it, if you store it in a good place, you'll be able to take quite a number of it, maybe 1 or 2 for the cleansing of the alligator pepper. That one that you start from your toe to your hair, you'll be able to use it. Okay, you'll be able to use it for such purpose, and to go a long way to help you. So the storage is very important. You can store it in a jug. You can store it in a jug, and to help you, and then go. Now, please remember that using alligator pepper, okay, either you use 1, 3, 7, always use odd numbers. Don't use even numbers when you are, especially most of spiritual practice, you use odd numbers, not even numbers, to do them, and it goes a long way to help you. So please, when you are using alligator pepper, always try to use odd numbers for them, and it will help you achieve your spiritual purpose faster. So for instance, if you are going for maybe a get together or a party, and you are someone who always feels your life is at risk, or someone can poison you whilst you are there, you are drinking with friends and other things, what you can do is just take 7 seeds of the alligator pepper, put it in your pocket, and then just go. Remember, you are doing this because you don't think evil for them, but someone among them is thinking evil for you, and it can go a long way to affect you. So they could poison your drink, you might not know. They could poison food for you to eat, you might not know. They could do so many things that can go against you physically and get rid of you from this physical realm. So what you do is just get 7 of the alligator pepper. If you fear for your life that you are going to be poisoned, you can do this. If you fear at home that you can be poisoned, or you can do this when you are going out, or even if you are a leader of a team and you fear that your life is at risk to be poisoned, you can do this, and it will turn the other way around. Now when the alligator pepper is with you, okay, it has this energy, magnetic energy field around you that gets rid of things that tries to attach itself to you. Okay, so like having a north pole of magnets, try to get them together. You see how it is. That is how it makes you. So anything that comes, it flashes it away. Anything that comes, it drives it away. So it will help you. And when you throw a ball to the wall, you see it bounce back to you. this is how it's going to happen. So you are going to a party, or just get 7, put it in your pocket, okay, or put it in your wallet, and then you go. Anybody who tries to poison you, you don't know, it will turn. So you get to know that someone is dead out of poison, maybe later on. And when you hear that, then you should know that that person tried to poison you, and as a result of you having the alligator pepper that had been buried for 21 days, it got rid of that. The table turned. So maybe that food that you were supposed to eat and be poisoned, automatically the poison that is in the food has been transferred to his or her food to eat. So remember, when you cast demons, you need to make sure you are able to disperse these demons from this physical realm. Other than that, when you cast them, you need to have a place to put them. So whilst the alligator, the spirit that lies within the alligator pepper is helping for you to get rid of the poison in your food, it has to go back to wherever it's coming from. So it's a form of back to sender doing food poison. And if you use this, it will go a long way to help you. Because of tomorrow class, I wouldn't take much of your time, because tomorrow between the hours of 3 to 5, I will be here to give you the normal Telegram class, which always comes your way. So in a nutshell, this is what I have for you when it comes to making peace with Mother Earth. Okay, making peace with Mother Earth. If you've not done this, just get a pot of alligator pepper, okay, and then bury it. And it is normally done during 3 p.m. between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. That is when you do this. You can get it and then bury it. It will go a long way to help you. It will go a long way to help you and your family. So any form of bad energy that you have around you and your family, you can get rid of them using the alligator pepper. So basically, I hope you have learned something today, and it will go a long way to help you and your family, and then the people around you as well. Okay, the people around you as well. This is where we'll end today's lectures. I have one comment here from Rosemary Boatin on YouTube. He said, please can you chew it in daily basis to protect yourself? You can chew it, protecting yourself from ailments and other things, okay, physically, yes, but if you want to protect yourself, just have a way of putting it in your, getting it closer to you, okay. If you have it close to you, it protects you from so many things. When we get to the part whereby you use bitter leaf, pearl seed, and then the alligator seeds for vanishing. When we talk about vanishing, most people think it's not possible for you to vanish. Yes, you can't vanish, but there are formulas you need to follow to be able to vanish. When we get there, you understand all this, okay. You understand when it comes to protecting yourself with the alligator pepper, what and what you need to add to protect you. But in if you are talking about protection, you can put it on you and it will protect you, okay. You can put it on you. So there are some who normally are in a class and they say, oh Rev, I'm a chief, oh, how about me? Just put it on you and go wherever you are going. Whatever that they do to you bounce back to them, because of the energy field that surrounds you, okay. Whatever negative attraction that tries to get to you will bounce back to them. So use it and it will go a long way to help you. And as we are ending here, I'm reminding you that Healing Hands Heart in UK, their numbers are on the screen. Healing Hands Heart in UK. If you call them any product of Power Life Herbal Center, you can get it there, and it will go a long way to help you. These oils that I imported from the Middle East too, they are here. They have some in stock. You can get it from them. And for those of you who normally come around, wants to see me during lecturing days, please, I need to relax a bit before I come on air to teach. Other than that, I'll break down. I'm human being, okay? So please, you can't come during weekdays where lecturing is going on, okay? It's only weekends that I can meet you, and that one is Saturday. So those of you who want to meet me, call the office line that you want to meet me, and then you'll be able to meet me on Saturday, please. So coming Saturday, I'll be here. If you want to meet me, you can come. And the oils, some are here. When you come one-on-one, based on whatever you tell me, I'll be able to tell you which one will be very good for you. If you are not in Ghana, just call Healing Hands Heart in UK. Their numbers are on the screen. They will be able to get one of these oils for you at your advantage. Based on whatever you tell them, they are already activated. They come to Ghana. I amplified the power that lies within it, and then I send them to Healing Hands Heart for them to give it to those in the UK and Europe to sell as well, to use as well. So that wouldn't be a problem for you to come all the way to Ghana before you get it. For those of you who wants to meet me, coming Monday, call the clerk office line, make an arrangement with the receptionist, and I will meet you here on Saturday so that we will have one-on-one interaction based on what you don't understand. I will be able to assist you, whatever it being physical. Another lovely Friday and holiday, Farmers Day. Baby, I will be happy Farmers Day. Obadi, yadana sese wa hwe so ama efia da foforo asan babetu ye ne abehia ne babesua bibia ebeboa ye na aboa omomudi yachi na aboa even ye man nyina obadi enhia so na de ebesua ne no oma so man fa so ma ye Telegram class they be make us awonum for some time, and this is another mode of class. Tembia na ye try say e betimi e dia bro na dia yesua no what ya say, and we need use this visual mode of teaching no. Now I am pray ho ade bia yesua bia na ye to ye bo ase e chirichiri mu e ma what ya say ye so we na understanding na ansana ye free so ako different one. Last week me my class my exercise for classroom say the amount of patients now are diabetic now the pressure in there you was sure or buy no so no you na we no so ye or Johnson tentem kwan be na be fa so a obeye sincerely the me mark assignment exercise in here and yeah exams it's just a class exercise. This is how I'm here. I'm into all the groups. Group 9 they've just started, so they are not part of it. I'm into all the groups and make sure how the groups are able to coordinate to bring out answers. What you say, the way almost come who boom and there, even though when exercise more exercise they're able to come up with their own research no more classroom one and on the fire me choose of all the groups no the group almost me when it comes to coordination almost come boom I adhere to specification which I'll say is up to standard. That should be no say when graduate here they'll be able to coordinate with each other. So until we are here, we bet me a friend and young say we are anything now at channel. Group 1 omuvini exercise na me mind when you have diabetic and omuno omuvini exercise into group 1 mun and amofa exercise no of all, not specifically the answer you give, but the answer is part of it. But the way boom you are able to come on the platform every day to make sure say your presence is known in your classroom, in your study group, and so can all the other study groups leaders no I think say you can contact group 1 study leader no group leader no na wachire enyema omoye oho no mo a wonso betimi dia ko implement wo wonso group na aboa ama dia mo hwe bia no betimi aye into group 1 whatever that is there for you no you will see it on the main platform na ekwama mo group na ya afi na ma start no mpamocho don't be worried meba aba be cheche enyema wa kire mo from day one you start Telegram class no enyema bia me bobo so amanye na mesmerize ni nyina ama mo in a nutshell se na be ya mo benya understanding enti mamo ho say on journey Telegram class am batch of free click office line no catch up so person join Telegram class na obe join no odwa obe ado no join to a study group within this study group no say na make us say omunkongu consult group 1 leader how omoya omodisua ade group no no other groups are also doing well group 3 is doing well group 2 is doing well most of the groups are doing well but they follow into the category na mehwehwe no group 1 with their answer into no group 1 say we group 1 mo na mo fa exams na sorry exercise na me the two page no last week mo na mo fa into no obadi nhia mo say mo koso asua de na mutimi ko fa bi ba be implement ema mo quality so etimi sua bi free mo obadi nhia mo ene ye hwe spice bi se sa spice wo ho a in terms of impuntuo abrabom aboawo ema ko onim in terms of akukuduro etimi ema unya akukuduro in terms of say lack teacher lack twin friend say so ubenya sika ubenya enyema in abundance amabro so nyina ebetimi nya pato teacher lack your friend say utwim lack teacher one pa teacher na dey lack already to say you know wow studio aye there teacher or not here nyina no he dey nda so o pentama po na what yes town or kochele okay it's all spices according to teacher say all spices here esro ewisa all spices say cause all spices and the reason why you tune in that all spices no say you the year ebia stew and soup and say you blend them out no city na wono mo a you ubetimi ate cinnamon kakra wo ubetimi ate hwentia kakra wo form wisa kakra say all the spices no ubetimi wo munti no a compilation of all the spices that we have about 7 spices and ubetimi ate but what I say and na you actually these are all spices no but a grain on its own one whole spice but your photos no omo a spice on its own into say odi be ya dia na say bia ko market na say who see atro all spices are it doesn't mean say spices e wo na na akabom ama ye dia ma osa no and that time bia no say ube use sa all spices we na be patcho better say unu a obeja no in the north shore na ewo no ano if you say unya a blend pe flavor na ewo mu nyina no evaporate na eko ebe film ama the beka no be say normal dust but also the same no for we just wait for some time wa I just say be akata so very well and say only already say ube yusua the patcho and then that one only already say ube yusua ma emblende janisi yana mewo ni container na ewo mu no na ebebo dia hwe ekwan a efa so etimi eboa o ema bibia wo ye bia no ekoso say all spices say u yusua twi eye worth ahundie any Sussex April pachosa nkundi April na nyema wo ye ha ubetumpo wom ade a obi aye a ontimi ensosidi wom no nko awokoye a na se all spices ebi wo ho a etimi ema udi nkunim ewom ekwan be na abefa so a obetimi the allspices here abound and wait me dinkunim enye ma obi aya o feel na nkwa akọ ya na wedding kunim pepacho mechiro ewo ho no yedu ho no ma na allspices me pacho so we use allspices are very careful because the elements are associated with allspices no fire, and we know say fire can create warmness for you, fire can create happiness for you, but at the same time if you are not careful fire can create distraction. But just what I say, it can create massive distraction for you. It is say who use allspices they are there people now why careful as to their other and you should know say a day way and I'm a day and yes sir it can bring a setback in your life if you are not careful. Into using allspices you need to be very careful. Most of the plants that are associated with fire no when you're using them you have to be very careful. Allspices does a lot for us. Oye nyama bebre man sa nyama na oye man no in terms of say success, courage, luck, abundance. Some case abundance it could be abundance of success, abundance of courage, abundance of luck, abundance of money, abundance of whatever business, financial breakthrough, whatever you are doing. Say sir allspices here wo hono me wo school ni so this very faithful Friday Farmers Day me pacho say utimi enya bia na dia me be kire no wo ye ne sir if you are having instability financial situation na it will be able to boost it for you. She can boost your courage and make you feel more powerful. Nti say allspices no for instance say ebia o lack courage. Now at the end of the lecture, you know, the amateur say oh the no so oh yeah you'll be able to gather momentum. But that's what I say. And when you gather momentum, whatever that you can do, you know, when you face shy, when you are doing it, you'll be able to break through. It is one of the helps. Ginger can also give you courage, but allspices gives you more courage than what ginger can give you. But that's what I say. You know, if you want to be very courageous, you can use allspices. For financial stability, you can keep grains or the seeds of allspices. No, you can keep it in your wallet and not in your pockets, and you will never run out of money from that wallet or pocket. And see, you find say, or draw or the tongue at the market new you know you can get some grains of the allspices you know the season you can put it on the screen for them to see ubetimi enya kakra unya bear for 7 ayo ubetimi de agum na depending on quantity obenya no ubetimi e de agum na aboa ama sika ebia ebetomu ana ekono aboa ama etimi ejina place it on your altar next to or in a candle to manifest wealth and abundance. Enti me pacho se de bia me ka candle asem wo hanum very soon may import me but e ma me do ye se be do a oils need the aba you can get some at Healing Hands heart UK oko honma the oils no we have it there, you can get the oils there, but in terms of the candles no so eno de emedu ye ntini se no eba bedu a eno so no you can get it at Healing Hands heart which will go a long way to help you. For instance, if a green candle na ubenya na all the allspices ni bi ashishin and you burn it, when you burn it and now when you place it next to the candle na whilst it's burning no you should always have in mind say ade me ye no me ye for this purpose. Say you should have an agenda for what you are doing. A day intina use allspices no me use allspices and say the beya music asembe ko ye send the beya me lack ebe ko ye send the beya dia me ye bia no ebe ko ye me din kunu mo dia me ye bia mu send the beya me dwapade a mepegu ho no betimi e dia bo ho ban say you use allspices betimi aboa intini also timi na focus. You need to be focused their oyim say focus no stable me pacho it will go a long way to affect you. You need to be focused at what they are weighing. And at times when you are not courageous, you cannot be focused. And you know, when you start to use allspices, it can make you focus, and then you'll be courageous in whatever that you are doing. And when you keep allspices in your kitchen, and I say when you keep it in the house, it amplifies the energies that are in that space. And see, when I talk of energies, we have both negative and positive energies. I'm talking about the positive energies. These positive energies, amplify a cost more than what I was saying. It means say fear ebia the kakrebia to corners of 4 corners of living room, ebia 4 corners of bedroom, baby how the bia kakra the presence being there helps to amplify good energies in that space now. Or the wallo kitino amano wono. If only BBC here and also to me poor, for instance, we feel in terms of peace near the any stable. When we talk of abundance, abundance comes in so many forms: abundance of peace, abundance of food, abundance. Whatever that you need it in abundance. When you focus on it, now or the year, it goes a long way to help you. Say also die say who the Adriania. And I say, who allspices, will die more. Young family say, what should I? Allspices will die. Now, Abia also, I know a good plate more is one more in the course of the dream. No, well, one say, who or die man, a baby warning. A baby warning will say, share Abia, the way we use to scan of it, the way we use to scan, Abia, we use to scan. Without calculating, say, scare me usually a basic and as a basic. Into a baby warning sexual financial situation in here, because one when year very soon you hit a rock which you cannot rise again. And again, also that I know who allspices be musua, not just a shall say a mouth signal of some of the negative things you have in you. But just what I say. Say now, also that I know who are a child sexual the same thing. A mouth, it's me, also Diana say, a be would give you near allspices, and I say, well, allspices now. It is telling you, say, be careful of some of the things you do. You have to sit down and analyze, say, what are some of the things that I do which are negative. And those things, when you sit down and you analyze, you'll be able to know, say, and you may clear to me. I need to be. I need to know how I will balance those things, and that will me and clear to me. I need to know how I may. Now, and then because it's Farmers Day. Bibrinano, I was saying it na omoko. Koye dia omoko koye because we share chichicha mebuzano. Lack cry asad now untimi fam ame na utimi say e manti wo fi hanum and all person omonkwaji omani ye hwe ade kakra bi we how I be use all spices okay formula bi a obetimi use all spices wodo na betisi and wodo na nitisi mu no it will bring a lot of good energies to you. But that's what I said. It will bring a lot of good energies to you, and it's not just a formula. And I say, it's going to cleanse you and bring in abundance of grace, abundance of love, abundance of money, abundance of peace, whatever that you desire. No, oh yes, it will come your way. Now, make I say, healing hands, hearts in UK. But your number in the good screen is to say. Offer all product of Mama Vic, a Power Life Herbal Center. Offer in terms of P Life, Pico Flesh, cough mixture, Afro Grow, and then hair grow for ladies, the spiritual herbal soup, and cream, and then the herbs for bathing.
ni nyina ofra na ebia fan say white o yoba na you experience white ni sa nyama na say ofra eye healing hands for na ubenya sa enyama nyina bi wo mo ho ubenya sa enyama nyina bi wo mo ho na sa oil ya make say the best oils come from the Middle East. But the best oils come from the Middle East. You know, this oil, what we do is you order it from the Middle East. When it comes, then the only thing you do is you only open it and amplify it with some herbs, because already at the end of banana and what do you that? And what I do is when it comes, I open and then amplify it with some herbs that we have locally and internationally, so that you can have the best out of it. And you know, you'll be able to get Sanyama way. Be patrol say, Ubeyasa formula yamdema way ya. A night now de bay, but that's what I say. It's here be our pacunya, metisui. Now, and your ma, maybe churches will be here. No, we don't know now why away washing with this allspices soak will remove any blocks from your path, allowing abundance to come forth. Into one say before so be 2-9 ako baby ano, and also be 2 anamo ako baby no. Eye 9 and the woko. But that's what I say. Eye 9 and the woko. Into sa adena oye no. Ama 9 no. Sa formula na oye ama 9 no. Say obstacles be even say spider webs ni those spiritual webs na omode ba na ebi wo from ni we a block from reaching your success, a block from doing things obi wo hono ma ne na odi si ba bi keke krampo no a baby odi si ye no na ebi a whole lot of bad luck aba hono ntino na the next time oku bi ma ya ala no when you be you go through bad lucks and misfortune, you need that kind of way na patrol. This food formula now will be very good for you, because it will create a new way, and it will pave a new way for you to go through your success, to go through your abundance of whatever it is. There will be any and you may not be here, patrol. Number one, we here half cup. It's even say all spices no. It be a cup kakra be able to measure half of it. And I will be here 5 or 6 bay leaves. 5 or 6 bay leaves. And you might mean we pen I'll be here. We'll be here half cup of all spices. Half cup of all spices. And 5 or 6 bay leaves. Now, a choir or before obey in ye. But a friend is saying 6 to 7 cups of water. Na fesi jaso. Na me to the last boiling point. Na fa all spices ni bay leaves ni na gum. But that's what I say. For all spices ni bay leaf ni fa ni na gum. But man can blend it. Man can say anything. Me see as it is in the natural state. No, yenesa. Intino fa ode is about insoni fru no. Insoni ebi outside 1 cup up to 7. Now they go boom na esi jaso. But just what I say. Inti abe esi jaso na ehuru efaso no. Now the all spices ni bay leaf ni na egum. Udi gumwa me sisu be 30 minutes. After 30 minutes no me pacho obetimi edum jano. Na wama esi honom be 10 minutes. Udum jana me esi wo be 10 minutes. Esi honom 10 minutes no na e reduce the heat na e wo eye pot no mo. Na e reduce heat na e wo mo no. Me pacho abra heat na ewo enso na onu aye no wo twama adwono pacho pebo a obetimi se na meti wonu mi a obetra se pebo na pe se obetimi anya new tower pe new towel so onye new towel na old towel patcho make sure say e very clean make sure say very clean na abra ensuo no adwo no me patcho sisa wona mienu ni nyina obepe bo a wona mienu no betimi asim hwe ensuo no gu ani list ni all spices ni na gu bonum na patcho na sisa wona mienu ni nyina fasim ma encover ofit su nyina ofit ni ba bia o shempa boy ko hye mu no ma encover so nyina me patcho ma enwo honum for 5 minutes ma enwo for 5 minutes enwo on for 5 minutes patcho de abere ni fa towel na new towel na say old towel na wasi wa make sure say new no clean no be patcho fa sa towel no na kwasa una no sinsuo no no be patcho fa bonsuo no na start from your knee ukotudwe ha no fa towel no fefa uni ne ha no from uni no from patcho odi be fifa odi be robo entino odi robo from your knee to your feet odi be robo sa enti udu feet na no apija feet no na the robo feet no na odi asi from na wasan akọ the next feet na why no so sa na so odi no so asi from me patcho winya ya sa formula we wia bibia no meka setem bia no e wo se wo gidie wo dia oyem enti ye fa no se obi aba wo nchen o se miye bibia me nya good results negative results on kwana menya as someone you are in my class no if you give this formula out and be depend kokoya results ebeba no will be very positive but also they say it will be very positive enti dia obi bia koye ode ebi oba bedan o say pepa cho boame na mitimi nya sa de we ubetimi ayusu sa all spices ama no in terms of say ade no e the success ana say e the lack ana courage and eba nti ya fa no say mo ma be ko school fufuro ebi afa no mo ko school ubetimi ayesa formula we ama no ebema akola no courage but so that say sunsun na lie between the bay leaf ni all spices no abroad many sim na we sade ni nyina ama no ebema courage ama babia osuro se obetu ni nazi kra no hono na obetu ni nazi in the first place but so that say dia usu se ontimi nye no eno na obetimi aye aha na ene mede ene adesua no ebesi holiday enti no migidi se ebushafo na bebre na ene omude rest na make I will say the oils na ye kano e be available say offer click front dexa ubetimi enya bi sa all spices here making e bi wo hono ma ye de bi afra that fazula oil no ya nya wa hanom ye import ye and the only thing I may hear ya na say me de spices no amplify no se na be ya say ade we na wo de ya obetimi achieve o purpose but just what I say obetimi achieve o purpose other lamenta water rose water any that kind of all they may teach you how na say over click front dexa ubenya sa those waters ni biato for your spiritual work and it will go a long way to help you na make I say healing hands hearts omo United Kingdom say oyi upebia okohonom a ana awfro mo a ubenya bi ato ewo honom herbal soap which is very good for spiritual and physical in fact say skin rashes and I say eczema that kind of rashes to rough and you want to get rid of it me pacho say oko this shop what information good screen so na ubenya bi wo hono mato all product of Mama Vic okohonuma obenyepi ato na products are through Telegram class ebi appear ebi baby awo no difficult say obenya organa ha no say offer omo a obenya bi ato nti omna ma no good screen so no mba chaw from sesia say offer omo a whatever it is no ombeboa ama onsaka bi ehun hia say obeba all the way to Ghana aba beto the cost involved no will be too much aha ene medibesi nyame ya domo a Monday meba ukwan mu biem ewo click Telegram class with another formula uyusua ebeboa ama dia ohwehwe bia no etumpon group 9 mepamcho ene behia mu ne asuade bye bye.
Spiritual Drive Show. She am Mama Play, I bring power, the power of life, Herbal Center, and I was Spiritual Drive Show. So, aha, near Shehun, near my bit said, Obeda Sudana winning Obida, Obasudana Woody, and I said, Obi, our pioneer, one our dying, and I said, Yari bit is a stroke, diabetes, hepatitis B. And I said, oh, pet, I will. I be discussing in our show. So, there was a your bomb pie man, one of the bomb pie man. There was a dear drew council, a draw away also, the back count, Amawanya, Wahato.
And auntie, she are many disciples. If you then you will be a brave one on tree, a good
Our Click TV, now be in Shira. For the disciple, the host of Spiritual Drive Show. She am Mama Play, I bring power, the power of life, Herbal Center, and I was Spiritual Drive Show. So, aha, near Shehun, near my bit said, Obeda Sudana winning Obida, Obasudana Woody, and I said, Obi, our pioneer, one our dying, and I said, Yari bit is a stroke, diabetes, hepatitis B, and I said, oh, pet, I will. I be discussing in